block, cash gone cold. 4th Street wind got a story to hold. I left that room with my hat pulled low. One more bad bet and I was out the door. Pocket hit a light when the dealer laughed. I knew that smile was a broken path. Neon water in the gutter lane. My shoes keep time with the freight train rain. I told somebody wait on me. Now the night won't let me be. 4th Street hollow, nothing in my hand, just a wetsuit jacket and a no-good plan. 4th Street hollow, hear my steps go cold. I can't pay back what I sold. She was waiting where the window glows, curtain half drawn, but the whole room knows. I said, baby, tonight was my turn, but a bad man's pride is a hard thing to learn. I leaned on the door like it was a church, trying to pray with a gambler's dirt. The house was quiet, the clock was mean, even the kettle sounded like a warning scream. 4th Street hollow, nothing in my hand, just a wetsuit jacket and a no-good plan. 4th Street hollow, hear my steps go cold. I can't pay back what I sold. A little money lost ain't the worst of it. It's that look she gave me when I walked in. I ain't saying I was born that way, but I let a fool's night steal the day. The rain hit hard, the truth hit harder. I came home broken, a little bit darker. No grand excuse, no saintly tone, just a long walk back to a borrowed home. 4th Street hollow, nothing in my hand, just a wetsuit jacket and a no-good plan. 4th Street hollow, hear my steps go cold. I can't pay back what I sold. 4th Street hollow, let the rain confess. Some debts don't end in money less. 4th Street hollow, rain on stone. I came back empty, but I came back known. That house light burning, it don't burn for free. It keeps the whole block honest on 4th and E. I left the lamp on like I always do. Not for the room, for the man I knew. He said he'd be right back before the rain. But midnight came with a broken chain. I heard his foot on the broken walk before his mouth could start to talk. He had that look like he lost a war, and I knew that look from the night before. House light burning, ain't no easy grace. It sees the lies right on your face. House light burning, I kept it on all night. Somebody's gotta hold the light. He tried to laugh, tried to shake the whip, tried to make me think I was not upset. But a woman learns the sound of shame. It don't need shouting, it just needs a name. I took his coat, felt the empty side, felt the missing piece he tried to hide. Not money alone, not just the loss, it was the way he let our promise cross. House light burning, ain't no easy grace. It sees the light your face. House light burning, I kept it on all night. Somebody's gotta hold the light. I don't need perfect, I need present. I need a man who comes home carrying his own truth. Saint, I got my own tears and I make my complaints, but I stayed in the chair by the window glass, because love ain't love if it don't outlast the cheap talk, the rain, the fool's parade, the kind of vows that are half made. When he stood there dripping on my floor, I had to ask what he was coming for. House light burning, ain't no easy grace. It sees the lies right on your face. House light burning, I kept it on all night. Somebody's gotta hold the light. House light burning, if he wants back in, he'd better bring more. Left it on, and I won't apologize. A burning house light tells no lies. He left once, and the whole room leaned in. I seen the dealer with the silver ring. He played my luck like a losing thing. He cut them cards with a barber's hand, and I kept my mouth where a fool might stand. The room got tight when the whiskey passed. Every word I said came out half-assed. He said, boy, you want the truth, sit still. I said, I've been sitting still against my will. That dealer's laugh cut cleaner than steel, made a broke man's pride lost the fight. I wasn't clean and I won't pretend. I put my last good dime on a crooked end. But don't smile like you never knew how a hungry man gets pulled through. One hand high and the other low. That's how the bad tables make you go. He took my money, took my name, and left me standing in the ash and flame. That dealer's laugh, cut cleaner than steel, made a broke man's pride look too real. Dealer's laugh on a rainy night, told the whole room who lost the fight. You don't have to rob a man if he'll hand you his hope. The bartender looked away, he knew my kind. Same hard luck, just different line. I wanted swing, I wanted sin, I wanted the floor to split open in. But all I got was that ugly sound, a man being small in a big time town. That dealer's laugh, cut cleaner than steel, made a broke man's pride look too real. Dealer's laugh on a rainy night, told the whole room who lost the fight. Dealer's laugh, I hear it still, like a joke with a deadly bill. Laugh on, man, I know that grin. It's the sound of a fool folding in. Borrowed bed, too much room for one. I sat on the edge and heard the pipes moan. That little room never felt so alone. My shirt's still wet from the street outside, my mouth full of all the things I like. I said I was lucky, I said I was hard, but a broke man's truth lives in the scar. The bed was mine, and it wasn't mine. Same old story at the end of the line. Borrowed bed, borrowed breath. I keep waking up beside my own regret. Borrowed bed, don't look so wide. A guilty man can't sleep inside. I reach for her like a man in need, but need ain't pretty when it starts to bleed. She didn't move, just let me feel how a cold hand falls on a bad man's deal. I wanted mercy with no account, wanted love to erase the amount, but every kiss I took came back like a heart spun dead in a paper sack. Borrowed bed, borrowed breath. I keep waking up beside my own regret. Borrowed bed, don't look so wide. A guilty man can't sleep inside. Don't tell me it's okay. Tell me if I'm still the man you touched. That's the shame I can't outrun. I don't feel the dark, I feel what I've done. I don't feel the rain, I feel the door closing soft on a love that's so. If I stay here, I got a face I can't live on, charm or a lucky face. Borrowed bed, borrowed breath. I keep waking up beside my own regret. Borrowed bed, don't look so wide. A guilty man can't sleep inside. Borrowed bed, if she stays awake, she hears the truth my hands can't fake. No clean sleep, no easy plea, just this mattress and the man in me. Back when the record spun and the glasses rang, we made a vow to the second-hand band. You wore a red coat over the rain, said your last man left you with the chain. I said I ain't him, not if I can help. You said big talk from a lonely self. We laughed like that could save the night under a busted bulb and a poor man's light. The cook was humming, the floorboards tired, and I got hooked on the way you smiled. That jelly roll promise, sweet on the tongue, burn like sugar where it first begun. Jelly roll promise, old and true. Now every bite of it comes back to you. We said forever like it cost no fare, like the weather outside was the only care. But forever gets mean when the rent comes due, and love ain't clean when it's lived right through. Your hand in mine was a lucky tongue, burn like sugar where it first begun. Jelly roll promise, old and true. Now every bite of it comes back to you. We didn't lie on purpose. We just didn't know the size of the night. I don't curse the start, I can't do that. It was the only one we had. But what we've made in the glow of that bar has to live now with the world as it are. The promise is easy before it's tested. Then the heart gets leased and the pride gets bested. That jelly roll promise, sweet on the tongue, burn like sugar where it first begun. Jelly roll promise, old and true. Now every bite of it comes back to you. Oh, jelly roll promise, can't wash it away. Some vows get hungry every day. We said what we said in the smoke and sound. Now that old promise just walks us down. No more spare change, no more borrowed air. Come round here with your hat in hand, like I owe you something I never planned. You got that soft talk, the tired grin, same old racket, same old sin. You say the rain made you weak tonight, but I seen you strong enough to start the fight. I ain't your bank, I ain't your cure, I ain't the door you knock on shore. No more spare change, no more midnight plea. I got to keep a little left for me. No more spare change, don't come round and pray. I've been paying for your yesterday. I used to think love meant cover and hold. Used to let you spin my warm for cold. But every time you called my name, it sounded like a hand reaching for blame. You lose your way, you lose your line, then you make my kitchen your confessional shrine. Not tonight, baby, not this time. I learned that kindness can be a lie. No more spare change, no more midnight plea. I got to keep a little left for me. No more spare change, don't come round and pray. I've been paying for your yesterday. A love that only takes is a thief with a hymn. So walk your block and feel your rain. Carry your bruises home again. If you want my door, come honest and clean, not with pockets empty and eyes too mean. I ain't cruel, I am through. There's a difference that a fool should know too. No more spare change, no more midnight pleas. I got to keep a little left for me. No more spare change, don't come round and pray. I've been paying for your yesterday. No more spare change, hear me play. I won't buy my own heartbreak again. This hand stays closed, this house stays mine. Rain under my collar, trouble in my shoe. I walk past the pool hall, past the fried fish place. Every window gave me my own hard face. Rain under my collar, salt in my breath. A small town sinner in a city of theft. The church door closed, the tavern stayed bright. I picked the dark like a man picks a fight. My hands kept shaking, not from cold, but from the story that they already told. Rain under my collar, can't shake it dry. It's the kind of truth that don't ask why. Rain under my collar, skin to bone. A man can get wet and still walk home alone. I tried to laugh at my own bad name, tried to drink it off, same old game. The bottle didn't help, it just made clear how loud a guilty thought can hear. I saw a young fool at the corner light, lying to himself with a polished ride. I wanted to warn him, but I knew too well, a man don't listen till he tastes the well. Rain under my collar, can't shake it dry. It's the kind of truth that don't ask why. Rain under my collar, skin to bone. A man can get wet and still walk home alone. The rain ain't the problem, it's what it washes up. I got a heart that still wants to be understood, but understanding ain't forgiveness, no sir. Not when the same old wound still stirs. So I keep moving while the streets keep score. One more block than one block more. Rain under my collar, can't shake it dry. It's the kind of truth that don't ask why. Rain under my collar, ooh, skin to bone. A man can get wet and still walk home alone. Rain under my collar, heavy and plain. Some nights the body remembers the shame under my collar. Rain and blame. I worked it hard, but hard don't cover all. I've been carrying bricks, carrying shame, carrying somebody else's name. I thought a good day's work could square the books. Thought sweat could wash away the looks. But the ledger don't care how a man gets thin. It writes down what he lost within. A bad bet took my pockets clean, but that ain't the only hole I've seen. Debt can't sweat, can't earn it back. Some holes stay open in the black. Debt can't sweat, no matter how I try. There's a bill in the heart that labor can't buy. I used to call it luck, used to call it fate, used to blame the rain and the swinging gate. Now I see the deeper line. A broken vow is its own crime. You can clock out tired, you can bleed all day. Still one hard truth won't go away. Somebody trusted me and I crossed that line. Now I own the echo as well as the time. Debt can't sweat, can't earn it back. Some holes stay open in the black. Debt can't sweat, no matter how I try. There's a bill in the heart that labor can't buy. I ain't looking for a clean slate. I want a true one. So I stand in the door when the morning comes, hear the trucks roll and the factory drums. My hands are rough, my voice is too, but I know now what I can't undo. If I love again, I won't call it cheap. If I stay where the debt runs deep. No sweet ending, no saintly claim, just a man who finally named the name. Debt can't sweat, can't earn it back. Some holes stay open in the black. Debt can't sweat, no matter how I try. There's a bill in the heart that labor can't buy. Debt can't sweat, but I can stand with empty pockets in an honest hand. Work won't save what truth exposed, but it can keep a broken man close to the road.